Good.
Hi. I was laughing at myself because I had set up this other like incognito screen to see what y'all see as like viewers and thinking
Ooh.
that I would, kind of futz for the recording of that. And then I realized that I was hearing myself twice and that just wouldn't do. So I was like, oh, yeah, that's not a good idea. So anyhow, it is lovely to see you, my dear.
Thank you, Amy. I'm glad it worked out great to be here
Yay.
too. And all the tech stuff is working. The first minute.
Yay.
Yeah.
So exciting, right? When it doesn't have to be like a thing.
Exactly.
Um, so yay, very happy to have you back. Because for those of you that may have seen some earlier progress parties or remember facial yoga, Christy has been here before, chatting with us and sharing about her own mapping experience and how she's been using the maps for a variety of different areas in your life. And one of the things that I feel like has been particularly interesting with you and that I think you've done a great job with is mapping self-care. And I don't know when it was a little while back now, but you and I were talking about self-care and you had brought up this point that I thought was so good. And that's why I was so excited to have you back here to chat about it, because I don't remember exactly how you had said it, but you said something around how how self-care can sometimes feel like it is yet another thing on the to-do list, and it becomes
Exactly.
like a burden and like
Right.
like something else that I have to do. And
Exactly.
yeah, so I wanted to have you share more about that because I know that for sure resonated with me, and I'm like, oh, it's a good point.
Right
And
on.
what we can do to kind of bring back the joy and the fun and the juiciness of self-care.
Definitely. Definitely. Because I've been on this passion for discovering self-care ways for the last few years. And some things are really outstanding, but I discovered that it doesn't matter if you're talking about, brushing your teeth or doing your meditation or eating chocolate every day or having orgasms every day.
Mm.
As one of the gals I've been following, she's like, every day you must have an orgasm. And I'm like,
Really?
really, really. I'm like, wow, maybe I just don't feel like one that
Yeah.
day, right?
Yeah.
And so I realized that no matter what it is, if that self-care activity becomes something that is feels like I have to, then I just want to kick it off the table. It's like,
Yeah.
well, that defeats the purpose, because
Totally.
to me, self-care isn't just about taking care of ourselves, although obviously that's in the name,
Yeah.
but it should be about little ways to bring delight into our life, to bring more actual self-love into our life. And if we're so busy thinking that we have to just go down the list and check those things off, and be consistent with getting all of them all the time, then it no longer, to me anyway, because I've got a little bit of a rebel, it no longer feels nurturing,
Right.
And so I realized that although I love checking off lists, it's very satisfying for me. I do the like 50-point list, and it's
Yeah.
great. Like sometimes I'll throw things on there, like, um, little things like I set the glass of water in the right place just so I can have
Yeah, you
something to
did.
check off, right?
It's like, yes, I
um,
did.
but it fails to kind of rejuvenate. It becomes this just going through the motions and almost like an order from somebody outside of ourselves about what to do. And then I start to forget that, oh yeah, I'm the captain. I get to decide these
Yes,
things.
you're a captain of your own
Yes.
ship and you get to say what goes and what qualifies for self-care and when you
Right.
do it and how you do it and all that good stuff. Yeah.
Exactly. So I realized for me what was really helping is having an attitude of curiosity
Mm.
about what things, a giant basket that I've been collecting over the years, what things feel a little bit luscious to me at that moment,
Yeah.
and exploring more of that